Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
If you don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
All right, kids. Listen. Don't listen to this podcast.
Don't listen to this.
If you're not of age.
What's of age?
18.
16?
18. We're a bunch of dudes, and we're going to say some really bad words.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Conspiracy Podcast News Edition. News.
Breaking news.
Here's what's in the news today.
Here's tonight's top stories. Now with some breaking news.
News. My name is Eric.
I'm Sean.
And this is Jorge.
Welcome back, everybody. It is June something. And this is the news edition. So what we do is we go over the latest news in the last 30 days. And it is Friday the 13th today. Oh my gosh.
Well, when this gets released, it's definitely not Friday the 13th, but it's Friday the 13th right now.
That's crazy. My associate brought that to my attention now. My news correspondent out on the ground.
Wait. We're getting breaking right now.
Okay, so first headline of the day: Sydney Sweeney, America's sweetheart.
We gotta lead with that one.
America's sweetheart.
Launches.
She's not actually a whore.
Okay. Hot take.
I mean, it'd be cool if she was.
She launches
the next best thing, Sean.
Kidding.
Get the square soap with the hole in it.
Obviously, everybody's heard of this already.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
Sydney Sweeney launches limited edition Bathwater Bliss.
It's so gross that they do this.
She teamed up with Natural Soap Brand, which I don't know why it's called Natural Soap Brand. It's called Dr. Squatch to launch. Well, hold on. I don't want to diss them because
we love Dr. Squatch.
We love Dr. Squatch.
Dr. Squatch is actually shit. You should buy Dr. Squatch.
Yeah. Absolutely. To launch something called Bathwater Bliss, a pine-scented soap containing water that she reportedly bathed in.
Reportedly.
The limited edition product went viral online and sold out in 3 minutes.
It just, why would you even want that though? Like, ooh, is this the same bath? I'm sorry. I just don't, I don't get it.
You ready for statistic? In 3 minutes, she sold 1 million bars of soap of her bathwater.
I mean, that's very impressive. I mean, how much bathwater was it?
Well,
if you think about it, like a pool.
So think about it. You take a bath and you have, what's in a bath? 20 gallons?
Your dirty skin cells and your fucking
20 gallons
shit
of
particles? Sorry.
The Jane? 20 gallons?
Sure.
And then you have to use that water to create this soap of 1 million bars. So it's probably like a minuscule, you know what I mean? Like a little
like a
baby
drop.
amount. Yeah, a little droplet. I don't know the answer to that.
That's
but
a
I think
great
it was like
question.
$9.99-ish.
Ooh,
Or
like 10 million?
Or you can get it on eBay for like 9,000.
Oh my god, the aftermarket, like the secondary market for the soap is crazy. It's like a trading card.
I'd like the used version. Oh god, sorry.
I just think it's so sad.
$8?
$8.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's so sad to me, like
Check
this,
eBay.
the fucking like the weird cuck mentality of like men today. It's like,
I know. Have you
I'm
seen-
gonna pay for like her bath water. I mean, what do you? You're not even getting. What pleasure do you
Have you
get
seen
out of
this?
that?
Have you seen this new girl that's even crazier? Is Bonnie Blue?
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
I just read a story today. She got
God.
banned from OnlyFans.
She did?
Well, so I saw this article.
They were like, "This is beyond our taste."
No, she wanted to do. This is the same chick who literally had like 1,000 dudes.
1,000 dudes
She
in
fucked
24
1,000
hours.
dudes in 24 hours. Which is
Yeah.
already
Is that real?
Supposedly. Yeah.
But no, is it
I hope it's not, but
1,057?
Why
How's
the
that even fucking
57?
possible?
I just
Wow, what a
Who's the
fucking
guy?
what a pathetic
Who's
piece
the
of
guy?
shit that guy is.
They were married, but then they were legally separated.
Well, good for you, bro. Oh, he's probably waiting for
sense.
like the OnlyFans checks to roll in, and then he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you owe me half." Okay,
He's like Bonnie. You cheated on me.
with 1,057 men. No, but no. So I
How many times?
I found out on Twitter.
What happened? How many times? 1,057
in one day?
Who's the guy? Actually, it's 1,057 guys.
No, but I saw this thing on Instagram that so her next thing that she wanted to do was literally have a glass box in like downtown London to where you can just go in and like fuck or do anything you want.
Blind?
And literally OnlyFans was like, yeah, this is like too much. They were like, we're good. We're gonna like
So she's
cash
just-
out and like
She's just doing extreme.
yeah, just insane.
Like she's just trying to get.
They're that
like,
desperate for
extreme.
money that you're willing.
Yeah.
Like I just can't. I can't believe she's married.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, she's not anymore.
Yeah. So, real quick question: do you think it's like? Would you think it's a great gift if you received the
No,
Sydney?
I would never use it. This is
You never
disgusting.
use it?
Bathwater's dirty. Have you ever seen
for
a
like-
bath when you get out
for
of it?
your
It's
birthday,
disgusting.
though, like a little birthday thing.
I love that you think that of me. That's so cool. So awesome.
I love that. That's like the soap. Like it's confusing. All right, next up on our docket.
Thank you. Next.
Next on our docket, riots break out over ICE in LA, and Newsom and Trump clash, and they clash heavily.
Heavily.
Protests and civil unrest broke out across Los Angeles after federal ICE agents carried out a series of early morning raids detaining dozens of undocumented immigrants. Governor Gavin Newsom denounced the actions, labeling them state overreach
But they're
of the
illegal.
federal government.
I'm sorry.
While
Not all of them.
Donald Trump responded by accusing California leadership of shielding criminals. Tensions escalated with protests turning violent near City Hall. Over 75 people have been arrested so far, reported damage of nearly $1 million. And in addition to that, I've noticed, and I sent, I think, Sean this, which was Newsom is really going hard at Trump.
Oh, he is.
Like
Of
almost
course.
almost like picking a fight.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to pick a fight.
You know
he's
what I
like,
mean?
he's like he literally calls him weak like
I haven't
17 times in like 1 minute.
Yeah, I haven't seen such a brazen
Like attack.
attack at a president, a sitting
president ever.
of a governor. I haven't seen it, so I don't know what is going to happen. I'm a little terrified because he's picking a fight. It's like me going out and just fucking calling you out like over and over and just to almost to pick the fight, even though if you disagreed with it, okay. But again, you are talking about your president and your leader.
Yeah.
I just want to point out one thing. Okay. Firstly, stop calling them peaceful protests. Like when you're looting stores and you're literally destroying
definitely.
personal property of like hardworking business owners, and not to mention you're an illegal immigrant. Like this isn't a protest. this is what we call looting.
Yeah. They don't seem very peaceful.
No,
unless we're getting like a weird angle of like, you know how social media can be a little like
for sure,
like,
totally, of course it can.
You know,
100%.
Like you take an angle.
Not even just social media,
photo.
but the news outlets. They're definitely just showing whatever is going to be inflammatory.
Yeah.
I mean, but I've seen quite a few videos of like people attacking police officers and like burning cars.
Yeah, this is like
throwing bricks.
The 2020 all over again. So I think that it just like it was in 2020, which we're gonna do a whole episode on like the COVID and all that and the riots and all. But you got somebody funding this. Stirring.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, that's very conspiratorial.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Funding?
Yes.
Riots?
Yes.
Dude,
exactly.
All
just
the
like
people
2020.
people getting bussed in. People fucking like
there's bricks laid out in the middle of the street for no
stacks
reason.
Of concrete fucking.
Are you talking about like I'm just gonna be the devil's advocate
Yeah.
Well,
here.
that's
but,
what
like,
you do.
Of course.
That's what you.
Are you talking about like Home Depot pallets of bricks that they sell normally?
Yes, like literally pallets of bricks.
No, but it's sitting there.
That would be there.
No, why? Where? Randomly. They're not behind. Not
Randomly
behind
in the
Home
middle of the
Depot.
Home Depot?
They're not behind Home Depot though.
No,
They'll be
on the streets.
They'll just be in the street.
Yeah.
Where the planned, protest is going to go down.
There's
and then it
literally
turns into a whole.
There's literally a
flaming
picture of
riot.
it. It's not behind a Home Depot. It's just literally sitting there, and then the protest is right there, and there's like these pallets of like cinder blocks, like randomly.
I did want to. I was thinking about this today when we were going to do this episode, and I was going to ask you guys your opinion on this, and I think it might be an episode that we should do, which is, what is your view of the immigration just period? Does that make sense?
How did you guys arrive and get legal documentation and all
Yeah.
these things? Like, was it super hard? Was it a whole process, or was it just you went through the legal system and it was?
Yeah, for me, I went through the legal system, but it was way easier back. So when I was 5, I came to the U.S., crossed the border, and went through the legal system super easy. And then I had my green card for a long time. And then when I think I was like 18, 19 or something like that, then I was naturalized citizen.
But what about your parents?
Super easy to do too.
Was your parents?
Parents were same process.
Okay.
You were born in Texas.
I was born in Mexico.
You were born in Mexico, and you came over.
And then I came over when I was 5.
Like I was like, oh hey.
No, not like illegal or anything, with papers and like a visa first, and then we got a green card
Like
right
you can
after.
get a temporary, like, hey, I'm coming into the country.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to do my papers later.
Although, like, you can just cross the border, especially back then. You can cross the border super easy.
And this is in the 80s or 90s?
80. I was born in 81, so yeah, mid 80s.
Yeah, okay.
But the thing is,
so you're easier then.
It was
super.
Easier. It was easier then.
100%.
Well, obviously 9/11 fucking made like shit like a little difficult.
Yeah.
So like, you can just like come over.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, it's just the law. No one's like protesting the law.
Yeah.
Like you realize they're not like, oh, this law is bullshit. Trump's an evil tyrant. I'm like, the law is still protest the law.
Yeah.
Protest like
that.
You're
I
not
agree.
protesting like this law is bullshit. I should be no. It's like, what are you protesting? I don't understand. You're all breaking the law.
I think what they're protesting is that the law is not.
Oh, you should come. You should be able to come into America for free. And
well, no,
do
not
whatever you
for
want.
free.
No.
But I mean,
I think what they're protesting is the fact that Trump said he was going to go after the criminals, and then he or ICE, whatever you want to, I don't know. And then it's also like whatever the media is painting the picture, but like they're rounding up a bunch of people from like the fields and just workers in factories that are not criminals. Now, criminals, yes, because they're illegal.
Still breaking the law.
Yeah.
And by the way, some of them are not. They're still getting arrested, and that's what I hate. Like you get somebody like me could just be driving, and then the cop sees you, and you're like, "Oh, you look Mexican. Let me pull this guy over."
Right.
You know?
So you're talking about like there is something that they're going after, but then there's collateral damage. It's just a big net that they're trying to get, and then missing people that are in that net.
But
right?
That's happening for sure.
But I mean,
Yeah,
but show me the stats of American citizens who are getting arrested who aren't protesting and rioting just because they look Spanish.
Yeah, no, I know, and
I want to see
it's
that.
a small,
I would love to see that.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's a small percentage. But then there's also extenuating circumstances of, dealing with children, dealing with people who've been there for 20 years, you know what I mean? Like all those sort of things. And granted, I'm just trying to take their view, right? And just go, okay, like And that's why I was going to ask you about your opinion.
I get a bit concerned about the farm workers, how that's going to impact the farmers.
Sure.
Because,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would if they did it at scale, it would definitely impact the farmers a lot and everybody in the U.S. really.
Yeah.
But my cousin's a farmer in Texas, and he's got thousands of acres. He goes through it legally. Everybody that works on his farm has a papers. Now he has to give them transportation, give them housing. So it's a big commitment, but you can do it legally.
Is it a money thing? Like immigration?
I think it's
compared to illegal immigrants versus
like if you have money, you can do it, but if you don't,
like if you're
it's
gonna
harder.
pay somebody under the table versus like.
No, I mean
saying
meaning like
you can't get immigration unless you have money.
Yeah, like let's say us three are trying to cross the border. I have money, they don't.
But are you trying to cross legally or illegally?
Legally.
Well, then you got to go through the system and get a visa.
I know, but the fact that I have money, is it going to make it so I get it faster than you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can hire an immigration lawyer.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
But it doesn't mean that you
argument
can't do it.
that's the argument of humanity.
No, but the thing is, like, dude, like,
and all of a sudden we're talking about the upper class of being the rich people get in the Trump gold card where you buy $5 million to get it. You know what I mean?
But imagine you going to another country, Eric. Say Eric's like, oh, look at this cool country. I'm just gonna go in there illegally, and then when they're trying to kick me out because I'm there illegally, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna destroy personal property.
Totally,
because that's the right thing to do. To make and I'm gonna be waving the flag of my home nation.
No,
and burning a car with my Florida home nation flag.
You say
because
that
I want to be here.
And there is a lot of that for sure, but there's also a lot of just American people protesting.
Agreed.
For like this not to go down or whatever,
especially
Democrats, by the way.
Their families are maybe extended
or not. Like I've seen a lot of white people like you know, just out there protesting for the injustice and you know that kind of thing. But that's where I think that yes, there's a lot of people that support like human right, like the human rights aspect. But then there is a lot. This is where I think that there's a lot of people being just paid to be there and represent and to make it look a certain way. You know?
Yeah, I get it. And maybe do another episode. Like a full episode of like the story of immigration and what does it take to immigrate properly and legally.
Yeah, because
maybe we'll do that.
My thing is like you just don't see like you just why is it only here?
Yeah,
why is it only here? It's a problem.
It's not, but it's not though. But like in Ireland, it's a whole thing about immigration.
Yeah,
but it's not Mexicans.
Right, because Mexico's not
right. Like it's different. It's just a different problem.
Right.
In Ireland is up 20%.
Yes.
Because of
wow.
Because of that stuff.
The problem is that in the last like let's say 5-ish years or so, especially in the last 5 years since Biden, I would say, there's a lot of other people that have been coming through that border.
Yeah, not even just Mexicans, like Africans,
and that's
like,
a huge problem.
Also, it's a security problem.
Security
problem.
Buying property in order to
Chinese and that sort of thing. But if it's money related, then those people are going to get in.
Well,
the Chinese, if you have money,
are going to get in because it's
trying to
money
get through the loophole.
Well, the thing with you can get in. Money can solve any problems. Like you can skirt fucking anything. You're like, oh well, if I have enough money, I can get off.
Well, you're already a citizen.
I mean,
well, it's even like this the legal system in general. It's like, oh, if I commit a crime, if I fucking have enough money, I can get off.
Yeah. That's right. Receding hairlines, you know, like
turkey, fucking
anything you want.
You have enough cash, you can get.
But then last question, and then we'll move on to the next topic. Is it that bad in Mexico?
Yes.
Okay.
And in other countries, that are also coming over, especially like let's say Venezuela. You've seen what's happening over there. So
maybe that's what us as Americans don't understand is that bad.
Yes, that's why America is the best country, man. There's the land of opportunity, right? Like that, nobody has that other opportunity to make something. In their country,
and maybe that's something that's just something to look at.
Unless you come from like a family with money and you have connections or you have corruption.
I was asking him like, is it that bad?
Where?
Mexico.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
100%. Like, it's fucking
really.
Oh, it's super fucked.
Yeah.
So,
Mexico, of course you have
Venezuela. Fucking really? All these countries. Dude,
Colombia,
so fucked.
Cuba, all these things.
It's so fucked. It's so fucked. And I'm not denying that their countries are fucked. Yeah. It's like bad.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. And Katie made a point about obviously how's farming going to be affected, but that's when you start making the justification. It's like, well, this will be effective, but then, it's okay. It's okay if we have some illegals that makes us. But like, what's like if a law is like, okay, well, the law is okay to be broken sometimes, but not all the time, but only sometimes. But then you're like, when is it okay? It's like, why is it a law? Why do you have a fucking law if it's
it's simple, but it's simple but not easy. You just do a reform where you give people a permit or make it easier to come in and out, which it used to be a lot easier. But it's not in the interest. But now going into the whole political aspect of it,
and also knowing
it's not in their interest to do that.
Nobody likes to hear this ever. Whenever I bring this up, they hate it. Which is that, of course, America is the melting pot. It was formed on immigration.
Yeah. But true.
Right? True. So, anyways, we'll do I think we should do a big episode on it.
Yeah.
If you went on a road trip and you didn't stop for a Big Mac or drop a crispy fry between the car seats or use your McDonald's bag as a placemat, then that wasn't a road trip. It was just a really long drive. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's. This episode is brought to you by San Pellegrino. A meal isn't just about what's on your plate. It's about what you bring to the table. San Pellegrino believes the table is where the best of life happens. That's what makes gathering around it so rich and rewarding. And with their unique sparkling natural mineral water, San Pellegrino brings its best so you can bring yours.
Like, even in California, it was a whole thing where you had a permit to come for the summer.
Yeah.
And work the farms.
Yeah.
And then
that's
you
how
go
it should
back
be.
to Mexico.
Yeah.
And that was, I don't know if that's still a thing. It probably is. But
well, it's a thing because, like I said, my cousin, that's the way he does it. He does it, everybody has their permit, but the person that's bringing them here, then you got to be responsible for everybody and house them. So now he has to build, housing for them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of overhead. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we'll do another episode on it, and because we also have all of our different perspectives.
Yeah.
How we grew up.
Totally.
All that sort of thing. So I think we actually have a unique view compared to most people. Yeah. Honestly.
Oh, for sure.
So next on
we got Elon Musk
sticking
and
with Donald Trump.
Getting into the beef ski.
Oh my gosh.
So man, they literally just had the America Sweethearts.
I know.
Had a fucking falling out.
Oh my gosh.
So
the bromance.
They were like fucking thick as thieves. They were the shit. He was at the fucking White House all the time. And then new budget deal comes out and Elon Musk wasn't fucking having it.
Big beautiful bill.
Yeah, the big beautiful. I don't know why you even call it that. It's so fucking insane.
You need a name.
It's so dumb.
You need a name.
That's classic Trump.
It's literally like straight out of the Trump textbook.
Yeah.
So Elon Musk called the $1.2 trillion budget deal a disgusting abomination. He also accused Trump of hiding Jeffrey Epstein-related information in a now deleted tweets. So Musk later
deleted it?
Did?
He deleted the tweets, and then he later expressed regret, claiming that he didn't mean it, and now he's open to reconciliation.
How do you not mean it?
I mean,
it's funny. I actually have the tweet. I want to read it real quick because there was something funny about what Trump tweeted back to Elon. So, like you said, Elon says, I regret some of my posts about the president last week. They went too far. And then Trump replies to him and he says, I'm open to reconciling with Elon after seeing his latest post. Elon knows I love him. JD knows this too. I give the best and biggest reconciliations. Everyone knows this.
Everyone knows Everyone knows I give the best. I give the best and biggest reconciliation. This is where it's like, why does everything you do have to be the best?
It's so funny.
I reconcile the best. The greatest reconciler who's ever reconciled.
I don't get how you can say the Epstein thing and then
back off.
You can't backtrack. You can't backtrack from that.
Come on.
It's like saying you're a rapist. I didn't mean
I regret. I went too far.
No. Okay. This is how it is. Okay. Sean and I get into a fight and we disagree. Hey man, your fence is fucking, it's not going to survive a hurricane. It's not going to survive. And then he says, fuck you, it's going to survive. And then I tweet out I send his wife a message. I said,
Sean's pedophile.
He fucked a bunch of kids.
He's literally a pedophile.
And then a day later, I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Yeah, you're like, well, I'm open to reconciliation.
Like, what the fuck?
I know. It's like, you can't take that
what
back.
What are you talking? Like, no, you would be like, what are you talking about?
Oh, no, you'd be dead to me.
You'd be, what are you saying? Where did that come from? And what are you talking about?
But we're talking about the two biggest personalities out there. Like they hate to lose. And that's what it was mostly about. Like
I still think
he goes such a low blow.
Second though, that these two put on a show
to distract.
No, and it's a great point. It's a great point.
They put on a big fucking show, and everyone got involved. Meanwhile, something's happening over here, and it was just a big little fucking
little distraction. Nice little distraction.
Yeah, but still, like the distraction to be like, you're a fucking pedophile. That's a big distraction.
Yeah, but the Epstein thing, as awful as that was to say, it's so proven to be not true. Like, had there been one shred of evidence,
Trump would have been in prison already.
Okay, and I just want to read it because
he literally would have been in prison.
We actually didn't read it, right? But this is what we screenshotted this.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's not
it's forever.
Yeah. Musk said, "Time to drop the really big bomb." Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT exclaim.
Well,
also it's condescending. Like, I know, and they haven't.
Well, that's why it was perfect for him to tweet that, because it's like there is no evidence.
Mad at a person, but Sean would never be like.
No, but my wife makes an amazing point that obviously look at how many was it, 30-something fucking like charges against DJT.
Yeah.
And this was during the Biden administration. They had access to the files.
Yeah.
If they saw him in there, they would have fucking burned him on the cross in front of everybody.
Why did he say it?
Because he lost $40 billion that day. Remember that?
You're making up things?
What are you talking about? The reason
he doesn't have access to the files.
The reason his stock fell so much was because of the fucking beautiful bill. So of course he's pissed. He lost so much money, and how would you react?
I wouldn't say something that's not true.
Okay, Elon
like that.
Also is like a big ketamine user, a big Ambien user, a big psychedelic mushroom user. Like potentially he was
could have been a tripping,
self-medicating,
legit tripping,
and was like, "I'm
just going
pissed
out.
off. Fuck this." Potentially, he's regretted it. He said he's sorry. Also, these two are the most powerful men in the world.
True.
And Trump also, for him to be like, yeah, sure, I'll fix things with you. Like Trump is.
I would not be.
Trump is the master chess player. Like,
oh yeah.
I'm telling you, there's something else about this. This was not two bitches fighting. There's something else,
like
and everyone got all upset. Like, oh, but.
I just don't know what the end game would be. Like,
it's a good point.
Like, what's?
And also,
Ketamine's a drug.
Special K.
It's a drug. And you know what? He might not be wrong where he might be in the Epstein files.
No, he already is.
I'm not talking about him having
he already is. It's an acceptable truth.
Yes.
Yeah. There was nothing
but
new.
That leads to the point then next, which is that why it's not out?
I don't, dude. I think there's so many people in it.
The reason why they're not out is because there's so many politicians and so many celebrities that once that is released, I think it will, like the riots in LA are so bad right now. I think it'll be catastrophic.
I don't think they'll ever be released. I don't think they'll ever be released.
Yeah, I think so.
So bad. Like similar to like if the government finally released, like sure there are aliens living amongst us.
They already did.
I know, but people in
not
the
really.
50s, no, they didn't really, but like in the 50s,
no, they did.
When they hinted at it,
that's not true. But.
People went crazy. People went psychotic. So now for them to release that every single opinion leader we've ever looked up to
it'll be
in our
chaos.
whole lives, people will go nuts. They won't trust anybody. They won't trust politicians. Like it could be an upheaval of just chaos.
Yeah, chaos for sure.
See, but that's what I'm like. I get it, but like maybe we need a little chaos. Because like,
Sean wants like a full reset.
Yeah. I'm not. Dude, I want a full reset. I don't want like pedophiles like making decisions in the government. I'm sorry, I don't.
I agree.
Whoever's on the list,
fuck them.
Firing squad.
Yeah,
firing
whoever
squad.
it is.
Sorry, like firing squad.
Okay,
that's how I feel about it.
All right. Well, they've made amends, right?
Huh?
No, not necessarily. They just said they're open to amends.
Yeah.
Oh, but they haven't made amends.
At least not in Twitter or whatever.
Not that I've seen.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it. Yeah.
Right.
So I got some Elon
was it
related.
Oh, Elon. Okay.
I mean, kind of in a
away.
way. All right. So the next one here: USAID official and 3 executives pleaded guilty.
Yes.
They pleaded guilty
Yes.
to fraud and bribery case. So this is one of the things that Elon was just discovering.
Doge.
Yeah, exactly. So senior official from USAID and 3 executives from private development firms pled guilty in a wide-reaching corruption case involving bribery, fraud, falsified government contracts.
It was like 550 million, wasn't it?
Exactly. Where's it out here? Actually, I don't know. It just says that investigators found over 6.5 million in illicit payments that have been exchanged during the scheme. The Department of Justice is now expanding its audit to other USAID contractors.
Yeah, their audit. They're fucking. We've like, come on. Like U.S. government's like audit fucking failing all the time.
Yeah, and I love it because this is one of the things that Elon and Doge was doing. Like, and now we're actually getting some,
there's some accountability. The thing I heard though is that this particular thing was happening before Doge even happened.
This case right here?
Yeah, this case was happening and USA was still operating, still getting funding. And this case was going on before, and now they just finally pled guilty. But then we found out that USAID's like all this other shit, and now it's like still. I'm like, come on,
So other shit's coming up,
dude.
It's
so
coming down.
much other shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is going?
Spaceballs 2 has been officially announced,
I'm excited about this one.
featuring the original cast and new additions.
Finally, some good news.
Yes.
Finally, some good news. Finally.
So yeah, it's marking the 40th anniversary of the beloved 1987 sci-fi parody. The sequel reunites original stars Bill Pullman, Rick Moranis.
Yes.
He's coming out of retirement.
That's awesome.
Super exciting. Love it. Daphne Zuniga, which I don't know how to say that name, but sounds about right.
I like it.
She played Princess Vespa.
Oh, yeah.
And Mel Brooks is reprising his iconic role as Yogurt.
Wow, Mel Brooks.
He's like 9,000 years old.
He's very old.
So old.
Yes.
He looks
Oh,
fragile.
what a cutie.
I know. He's also producing.
Good for him.
This also makes the greatest movies ever created. Blazing
What else?
Saddles.
Blazing Saddles.
History of the World Part 1. Two of
Yes.
like the most premium comedies ever created.
Yes.
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Josh Gad is joining the ensemble as both actor and co-writer alongside Keke Palmer and Lewis Pullman, who is Bill Pullman's actual son.
Oh, wow.
Who's
yeah.
Bill Pullman?
Bill Pullman, here, I'll show you. He's like... as soon as you see him,
God
you'll be
damn
like,
it. Bill Pullman.
Because today we celebrate Independence Day.
Oh, wait. So they're coming back to do Independence Day.
Spaceballs 2? Are you guys kidding? This is incredible.
Yeah, the
Oh my
Independence
gosh.
guy. His son is going to be in it.
Yes, Bill Pullman. Oh, it's going to be incredible. Also, Rick Moranis.
Oh my
is
God,
coming
Honey, I
out
Shrunk
of
the Kids.
He's
Honey, I Shrunk the
Yes, he's
Kids.
coming out of retirement.
He
Actually,
was also in Ghostbusters 2.
correct.
He's amazing.
Yes, he's incredible. Also, side note: the reason why he just vanished from Hollywood.
Why are you breathing so heavy?
Because I'm super excited. The reason he vanished from this is actually a sad story. Is his wife died of cancer, and he decided that he wanted to raise his kids.
oh.
So he left Hollywood.
Wow.
And so that's why he hasn't been around for the last fucking 40 years. And he raised his kids, and then he's literally coming back for Spaceballs 2.
So
that's why it's even more like amazing.
When's it coming out?
You can go see it in the theater with your bar
Yes,
of soap from
IMAX.
Sweeney in one hand.
I mean, birthday present coming up.
Your birthday's
20
in 10 months, bro.
No, I mean, pre-orders. It's coming out in 2027, yeah?
Oh, so you got
Your
time.
birthday?
You got time for his birthday present.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. All right. We got anything else on the docket, or that's about it? Yeah.
What else we got?
Hostilities erupt.
Oh, this is actually sad. This is rough.
Why are you here? As Israel strikes Iran and Iran retaliates with missiles.
Yeah.
It's super sad.
Yeah.
So, a new wave of violence erupted in the Middle East. So, Israel launched a coordinated airstrike on Iranian nuclear facilities and military installations that killed over 60 people.
God damn.
So, in retaliation, Iran fired approximately 100 surface-to-air missiles at Israeli targets, including Tel Aviv. I actually saw a video of a missile hitting the city.
Oh, yeah,
it's pretty intense.
I saw that today.
Resulting in dozens of injuries, widespread damage. It's really drawn urgent international attention and increased fears of broader regional conflict in the area. And the UN reports that over 1,000 civilians have already been displaced due to the escalating violence.
You want to hear something fucked up about that? I just saw this right before I came here. The poly market, you can bet.
Oh my God, you can bet on it?
Seriously.
You can bet on like
that,
war?
How likely, or you can bet on like that there's a nuke going to go off in 2025.
Oh my
1 to
God,
6
how
odds.
is poly market allowed to get away with this?
I know, it's the worst.
That's so fucked up. What the
1
fuck,
to 6
poly
odds.
market? 1 to 6 odds.
That's not
funny. It's so fucked up. Poly markets.
Do you guys know a lot about the whole Iranian-Israeli conflict?
Nope.
No shit.
Not really.
Literally nothing.
It's really like a long story. I mean, we're not going to get into it now. But
thanks, Eric. It's super long.
No, I mean, it's it goes back all the way from
Bethlehem.
Well, I mean, kind of considering that is the land that should be occupied by the right people. You know what I mean? And it's
but they're also
really
the
long
weird thing is
conflict.
like they're also fighting over like not a lot. The land is small. It's not a lot.
Is it?
They're fighting over a tiny plot of. They're fighting over Rhode Island.
Yeah.
It's like what? Why are we fighting over?
Well,
this?
then they think that Iran has nuclear capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Iran, sorry, I keep saying it wrong. And
Eric.
Iran has
so uncultured
nuclear capabilities, right? And so they're trying to stop them preemptively.
Yeah.
So like only we're allowed to have nuclear capabilities, not you. Only you can't have fucking nukes.
Kind of. But that's the big. That's. I mean, there's way more to it, but
that's the main reason.
And then Trump came out with a video that saying he told them that he doesn't want it to happen, but they're going ahead with it anyways. Essentially.
Going ahead with what? No, I was just going to say, yes, it's because it has a lot of it.
Uranium enrichment?
Yes. And that's the problem. Because they have that, then Israel's like, no, we're going to shoot down your nuke plants because you have that, because you're making missiles, because. And they're saying, no, we're not doing that. And that's the beef between those two.
Trust me, dude,
It's
we're not doing
religious. These two countries...
Oh, it's not religious. It's about it's about the land.
No, this is not about Jerusalem. This is not about Jesus. This is not religious.
Oh, it's just
these
about the
two
nukes.
countries.
Okay, just about the nukes.
As far as I understood it, could be wrong.
And just in case you guys were wondering, uranium is a very heavy. It's extremely heavy radioactive material.
I think that you guys should do another episode on the history of
these countries
Israel.
And what the problem is.
Yes, and Palestine and exactly and the history. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that get really heated on their opinions on the war and
whose side,
who deserves what and why, and anyway, I think that there needs to be a bit of a history lesson for a lot of people on exactly what the actual conflict is, because I don't think a lot, of people actually know.
That's right.
Yeah.
That needs to be, there needs to be like a little bit of a history story, because
yeah, for sure.
They're actually people are saying that Palestine and Israel, there's this conflict and Palestine deserves this, but also Israel deserves it. And there needs to be a bit of a history lesson as to who occupied that land first.
Right.
And, anyway.
I think we should let them figure it out. It's not our fucking. It's not my.
Not
It's not
my
my. It's not my problem. It's not
Not
my
my
business. It's
pony,
not
not
my
my horse.
business. It's not my fucking land.
No, it is
But
our problem
when you're part of
when they have nukes.
when you it is our problem when they have nukes, and it is our problem when we're part of the UN
Yes, that's
and
when
NATO
it's our problem.
and NATO. When we made agreements in the past,
To protect.
Obama made agreements, Bush made agreements. You know what I mean? Clinton made agreements, etc. So we're kind of like stuck to those agreements of the past. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's not just one party.
No.
Yeah.
It has been
I
agreements.
also think it's interesting that, you know, when these like six people made agreements for 375 million people to be fucking beholden to these other countries. I'm like, cool, yeah. I mean, that's cool that you made the agreements, but like, I didn't make fucking agreements.
Yeah.
I didn't sign a fucking treaty.
It's a great idea. It's a great idea to go back, and maybe we should do the research and do like the study of.
I think that would be a great episode.
How it started.
That might
like,
be a couple parter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it might be worth it even for our own just piece of and knowing and listeners and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, you should be educated on what you are protesting or what you are standing with.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. All right, and then the last thing that just happened is legendary Beach Boys co-founder Brian Wilson passed away on June 11th. He was the creative mastermind behind hits like Good Vibrations and the iconic 1966 album Pet Sounds. Wilson's career spanned 6 decades, surpassed 100 million sales, and he is an extreme legend. And
hey, this is Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast, here to help you make the most of your summer with Michelob Ultra, a superior light beer worth playing for. Play for it with the guys when you're competing to see who can sink more birdies on the golf course, because winning tastes even better with Ultra on the line. Play for Ultra. Fill your fridge with Michelob Ultra this summer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This episode is brought to you by PetSmart. Stop by for Yappy Hour with your pet at PetSmart. Save $5 on walk-in grooming services like nail trims, ear cleaning, brushing, and more. No appointment needed every weekday from 2 to 6 p.m. And while you're there, Yappy Hour includes exclusive in-store deals, like 25% off pet toys. Visit services.petsmart.com/grooming to learn more.
It was a great time, guys. You guys did great.
Thanks, Sonny.
Got some good help today.
As always.
Catch us next time on the History Podcast. the Middle East History Podcast.
It's good because a lot of these things we learn as we go.
Oh, for sure.
We say over and over, we're just kind of normal people. We're not historians. We're not in politics. We're not celebrities. We're learning all this stuff as we go. And so I'm hoping that our listeners are learning as well.
That's the goal.
You know, and so
learn, have a little fun.
Yeah.
That's all it's all about, baby.
That's right.
Have some laughs.
There you go. So if you wanted to send some Sydney Sweeney soap,
DM Eric
personally.
Eric specifically.
Sydney Sweeney soap raffle for the fucking
pallets only. Yeah. And we'll catch you guys next time on the Conspiracy Podcast.
Nighty night. Hey guys, it's us again. You ever heard of Patreon? Because we just started one. Exclusive content, Discord, which I'm still figuring out. But but you know, we get to talk.
You can suggest new episodes or just let us know something that we already talked about and you want to get in on the conversation. We're there for you.
We're also coming out with shirts and other merch.
There are 2 ways you can sign up for exclusive content. The first is through Spotify. There's a link in our profile description that links you to the Spotify premium page. And that's only $2.99 a month. And it gets you an ad-free experience and it gets you extra episodes that come out every month. The other way is through our Patreon. All you got to do is go to Patreon and search The Conspiracy Podcast and you'll find us. There are many different levels there, all giving different amounts of content.
Yeah, because guys, this really does help us. You know, we do this virtually for free. So help us help you enjoy yourselves.